India, a country with a rich past of 5,000 years, time changed. So did India. Excise duties have been truly instrumental in shaping a distinct identity for the nation since time immemorial. The history of excise duties can be traced back to the Mauryan era. Chandragupta Maurya's Prime Minister Kautilya devised a full-fledged system of customs and excise duties in 317 BC. During the Mughal era also, taxes were levied on manufactured goods. Duties of excise were levied for the first time in modern India on the manufacture of salt and other products like indigo in the year 1870. Salt continued to be an important source of revenue for the British government. However, it became an issue of a serious political significance when Mahatma Gandhi undertook the Dandi March and broke the law on impost of taxes on salt. During the British period, duties of excise were collected through separate enactments for each commodity. These enactments were consolidated into one act, the Central Excises and Salt Act 1944. This was the beginning of the consolidated collection of central excise duties in India.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny.
In the year 1947, a strong economic foundation was laid, backed by an undying will to surge ahead. Central excise was instrumental in giving strength to the aspirations of an independent India. The total central excise revenue in India at the time of independence was merely 50 crore rupees. Phenomenal industrial growth resulted in a manifold rise in the collection of central excise duties from 68 crore rupees in 1950-1951 to 1,44,000 crore rupees in 2011-2012.
Taxes collected by the Central Excise Department play an important role in the country's development. The efforts of the officers, ably supported by increasing complaints by citizens, has resulted in tremendous growth in revenues, which augur well for its nation.
The tax collection process has also undergone changes over a period of time. Earlier, all the manufacturing units were covered under physical control, wherein an officer of Central Excise was posted in each factory. Clearance of goods was done after payment of duty and clearance by the Central Excise officer. Subsequently, self-removal procedure was introduced in 1969 by the second chairman of CBEC, Shri D.P. Anand. Under this procedure, the assessees were allowed to determine their duty liability on their own and clear the goods on the basis of gate pass pre-authenticated by a Central Excise officer. In order to reduce the cascading effect of taxation, MODVAT was introduced in the year 1986 by the then chairman of CBEC, Shri J. Datta. Dr. Manmohan Singh, the then finance minister, brought about revolutionary changes in the year 1994 by levying service tax for the first time and introducing invoice system, abolishing the gate pass.
I therefore propose to make a modest effort in this direction by imposing a tax on services of telephones, non-life insurance and stockbrokers.
Since no duty was collected on salt, the word salt was dropped from the Central Excises and Salt Act in 1996 and it came to be known as the Central Excise Act 1944. In the same year, self-removal procedure was relaxed and clearance was allowed by the assessees through self-assessment procedure against their invoices.
Mr. Chairman, sir.
In the year 2006, Honorable Finance Minister Shri P. Chidambaram introduced an innovative concept of large taxpayer units, LTU, to provide a single window clearance and assistance to large taxpayers on central excise, service tax and income tax. To ensure responsive and transparent tax administration, e-governance modules were successfully implemented through ACES. In the current e-governance scenario, the role of audit has become vital as the department exercises non-intrusive checks over manufacturing sector through extensive use of computer-assisted audit program. Now, Central Excise is gearing up to move towards GST, an integrated tax on goods and services. In the post-liberalization period, the relationship between the assessee and the department has changed the officer's role from an enforcer of law to that of a facilitator. The Central Excise Department is committed to the well-being of every Indian. The Central Excise team is surging ahead